Hey, this is Summer. New hair. Usually when I talk to people about wanting to enact change for weight loss or health in general, one of the things that comes up is the discussion that usually you need to have something that drives you in order to stay on track to your goal. Typically, if you're just saying, I know I need to eat better, I know I need to exercise, that usually doesn't keep you on track because, there are many things we all know we should be doing and we don't do. How many of us drive the speed limit? For real. However, sometimes without that internal drive, you can still make changes to the habits in your life that will eventually result in weight loss without having to completely overhaul everything that you're used to doing, without having to disrupt your life. And so it becomes more of a natural change, and it doesn't feel like you have to have a driver in order to keep yourself on goal. And so I just wanted to walk through a few simple ways that you can start to modify your life and your habits so that weight loss can happen whether or not you're specifically working towards dieting, as it were. One of the things you can do is that out of all the meals of your day, swap one unhealthy item for a healthy item. And it has to be an even swap, right? So if you're swapping out ice cream for Greek yogurt, you're not eating 3 times as much Greek yogurt as you were eating ice cream. It has to be on level playing ground. If you're swapping a full-fat buttermilk ranch dressing for vinaigrette, you're not drowning your poor little lettuce. This is something that you can enact at any time. Just make sure that you're doing at least 1 a day, and possibly work up to 2 a day as you feel comfortable, but don't feel a need to rush forward. Let this become a regular habit for you to even when you go to the grocery store, you're not thinking about buying cheese to put on your sandwiches. You're thinking about buying hummus to put on as a condiment. Once that becomes part of your routine, you can start moving on to the next step, which is to start decreasing the portions of the unhealthier items in your repertoire and increase portions on vegetables. Now, when I say increase portions on vegetables, I'm not saying increase portions on vegetables in cheese sauce. I'm saying literally the vegetables themselves. So if your salad before had 3 ounces of lettuce in it, jack it up to 5, but don't increase your toppings and don't increase your dressing. And that'll help keep you full as you decrease the portions on the calorie intense items that you're trying to phase out. Now again, that may take some getting used to, and it may take some adjustment, so don't rush it. Take a few weeks until it becomes normal to you. And once you get to that point, then you can add in another layer. Now, instead of just swapping one healthy item out of your regular foods, swap one entire meal. And again, an even swap. You're going to keep your portion about the same so that you're actually getting the benefit of decreased calorie count. Otherwise, what's the point? Then you start rolling it out even further, further decrease your portions of fried items or switch them to being prepared in a healthier manner. Baking instead of frying is a big one, or broiling or grilling if you like things nice and crispy. Decreasing your use of cooking oils. You'll still want to use some, obviously, and some fats are good for you, especially if you've transitioned into using olive oils and coconut oils. And of course, this entire time, you should also be reading and researching. That's actually the best way to find your healthy swaps, and that's your best way to find things to do with all these excess vegetables is look for recipes, read articles, find things that sound interesting and try to implement them. If they don't work, they don't work. Toss them out. You can get to a point where your diet actually looks pretty healthy, and you may only have meals 3 or 4 days of the week that are kind of sketchy. And you can further decrease those down to the infamous 1 splurge meal a week that many people follow when they're on a weight loss plan to keep themselves sane. If you don't have that huge urge to remake your life, that's fine. You can simply modify your habits and still find your way to success. And before you know it, weight loss might actually be happening before you even start to think about counting calories. That's all I got for now. Until next time.